stood there sheepishly, trying to come up with an excuse. Jungkook, I just thought some ice cream would be nice, he said meekly. She was not having it, when, she was not skiing out, and you didn't stop her, she said, her voice full of disappointment. Minji couldn't help but let out a small giggle, amused by her parents' dynamic. She heard the giggle and spun around to face her daughter. Wine. And you think this is funny? She said, her tone sharp. Minji quickly tried to compose herself, putting on a straight face. Minji, no, mom, she said, trying to sound serious. She turned back to him. Wine. You're always spoiling her, never scolding her. You're the reason she keeps sneaking out like this. He looked at Minji, whispering to her with mock annoyance. Jungkook, look what you have done. You got me in trouble. Minji stiffed a laugh, trying to keep a straight face, but failing. Her father's attempts at playing the victim were too entertaining. She noticed the exchange, her attention shifting between them. I don't think I can hear you too, she said, her tone firm. This is not a joke. He saw her stern expression and couldn't help but smirk. He knew just how to push her button. Jungkook, you look really hot when you are scolding me, he said, his tone low and suggestive. She coughed loudly, trying to interrupt her dad's attempt in distraction. Minji, hey, I am right here, dad, she said, her voice playful crossed out. He chuckled, looking out at Minji, his expression unashamed. Jungkook, sorry, kiddo, he said, a hint of amusement in his voice. Hison turned over to her, his arms outstretched, and scooped her up in his arms, ignoring her glare. Jungkook, come on, darling, he said, his voice dripping with charm. Let's go to our room, she protested, her cheeks flushed with embarrassment. But she couldn't deny the effect that he had on her. Wine, put me down. You idiot, she said, her voice lacking conviction. She couldn't help but burst out laughing, her dad's display of affection making her cringe and amused at the same time. Minji, I don't want any sibling at this age, she joked loudly, her voice echoing through the room. He rolled his eyes playful at his daughter's comment, while Vine slapped his arm, still flushed with embarrassment. He grinned, looking down at Vine in his arms. Jungkook, oh, you wouldn't mind a little more coat around here, he teased. She rolled her eyes but couldn't help but smile. Vine, don't even think about it, she said, but there was no denying the chemistry between them. She pretended to giggle, rolling her eyes at her parent display of affection. Minji, you two are embarrassing, you know that? She said, though she secretly loved their playful banter. He chuckled, still holding Vine in his arm. Jungkook, you just wait until you are dating someone one day. Then you will understand, he said, jokingly warning her. She shook her head, still trying to act stern. Vine, oh, and don't even think about sneaking out again, she scolded Minji. You are grounded for a week, got it? She sighed dramatically, her hand resting on her forehead. Minji, a week, that's like forever, she said, accurating her reaction. How am I supposed to survive without sneaking out? Vine rolled her eyes at her dramatic display but said nothing. He chuckled, still holding her in his arms. Jungkook, oh, you will survive, kiddo, he said, amused by her that trait. You have got plenty of books and movies to keep you entertained. Minji scoffed at her dad's suggestion. Minji, books and movies are boring, she said, pouting. Wine couldn't help but crack a smile at that. He raised an eyebrow. Jungkook, boring? You're breaking my heart. He said, mock her. She rolled her eyes playfully. Minji, you know it's true, she said, sticking out her tongue. I need excitement, not some boring book. He chuckled, still holding wine in his arm. Jungkook, excitement? Huh? Maybe you should take up skydiving or something. Wine elbowed him in the ribs. Wine, don't give her any idea, she said, giving him a warning look. She perked up mention of skydiving. Minji, that actually sounds cool, she said, her eyes sparkling. Wine shook her head, trying to stay serious. Wine, absolutely not, she said firmly. You are grounded, remember? He grinned, his arms wrapped around Wine. Jungkook, maybe a bit of danger would be good for her, he said, teasing her. She glared at him, her expression no longer playful. Wine, and you, she said, her voice stern. You're in trouble too. You are sleeping on the couch for a week. He protested, his grip on her loosening. Jungkook, what did I do? He said, his tone innocent, but knowing he was the instigator.